Okay, so let's start. Checking my mic. That sounds good. It might be a little louder to you too. I'm gonna have to turn on the TV. Yeah, there you go. Very important. All this stuff is messed up. Yeah, I gotta keep it. Yeah, so I realized I don't think I streamed this game ever, even though I've been playing it a good amount. Outer Palace. Turn the Elgato down a little bit. Having the game music plus my own music is definitely going to be awkward, but totally have that. think the you see when I try to parry the Chow. Yeah, there's no way.
Good. Very well.
Yeah, well, I didn't need a parry. I thought I boosted at that thing. I thought my parry would take care of it. Yeah. This game and its items are just so annoying.
Let us commence.
honestly, the Spotify's not gonna update. It might not even be worth sharing my music if I have to open it every time. I really do need to hear the sound of the game. Really good bomb in first one. You see that? Most people think this item I want to get nerfed. Honestly, I wouldn't mind this. That's what it's really good. I've never done this stuff. I'm not gonna do that. One thing that actually is fix is like some of the items, like using this thing on the tornado, like using this item, it uses your goes around like it's really nice. Whereas the void mist, it stays in your inventory, which is like really annoying. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn my music on probably. My mic is also not in a really good spot. So let me see. How does that sound? That's definitely a lot better. My voice is. But the thing is, I can't hear the game right now. Which is not good.
See ya! Let us commence.
Oh, how's that sound? Everything's too loud. I think it's probably okay. that better? It's not. Damn it. It's not. Damn it. I saw that. See that? The item not important for this. This is good because I'm basically frozen. Definitely could have parried better there. I so much wanted to stream it because I don't think I streamed this game at all. I haven't played it a good amount since it came out. you hold on to the items, that's a big way to actually get part of the game. That's close.
Cool.
But I mean, that's not the kind of wins. Those are the kind of wins that you kind of wish they were. The best ones where you actually outplay getting dodgepod by items. The dimensions on the game are messed up. Oh, here we go. There we go. Yeah.
Hello. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Oh man, the stream just. My stream messed up now. No.
Random track.
No. Look at this. Whenever you boost, you just. The walls. So much like love getting items. might try using those, but there's only 2 boost characters in this game. Pretty much you have the best boost stat. Improving performance in fight form. That should be just in the game. Like we should like a fight form mode is supposed to be optional. For how bad they control, like they need to be optional, bro. They were always optional in the past games. Official Sonic channel is actually streaming too right now. see that? The game ended like, bro. Oh my god. The game ended like the game crashed before it, right as it ended. It's ridiculous. Yo, what's up, Kodo? Streaming the Sonic Racing game came out in September. I realized I don't think I ever streamed it, but I've been playing it a good amount. I think on the game, I don't really know exactly, but sometimes they tell you that if you restart your game, it helps, but it doesn't happen that often. If I need to, I'll restart it, but I've never seen it happen where it crashes literally as the race ends.
Hello, everyone.
It's nice, but like it's kind of annoying because it stays in the I think use it.
Galactic Parade!
All just back for more action. See you next time.
Yeah, here I'll turn it down. I've turned it up because, but I felt like I needed to hear the game, but I honestly don't. So that should be better. Yeah, I was saying that that purple item I have. Like that purple one on the right there. It just stays in your inventory and it stops you from getting new items, which is kind of annoying. Which in a game like this, because this game is very similar to Mario Kart in the way that's very item centric. I mean, since the game was released in betas and stuff, they've like turned down the items. Like they nerfed some of them in a recent patch, but I mean it's still like one thing that I think is nice is this item here. So like you have like gear you can pick and like add customization to your playstyle, and this item here, it basically lets you like Mario Kart you do like drifting and you boost. There's usually 3 levels to it. But if you use that item, it gives you a 4th one, and the 4th one allows you to become invincible for like before it was 3 seconds, which was like really good, but they nerfed it to 1.5 seconds. So now like it's a lot easier to get dogpiled by items, So it's it's catering more to casuals, which is fine, but like when you're playing. There are actual like ranked competitions they have in the game, and like those are not like casuals not going to be in there. All the sweaty people are going to be in there, and like sweaty people don't want to get dogpiled by items. They want to beat other people with their own skill. In my mind, at least. Maybe some tryhards do want to use items. Yeah, so whenever my character turns like all clear and silver, it means I'm invincible. And it was like really good, so they nerfed it. And since it was nerfed, the people aren't really using it that much anymore. Which I mean, it's totally understandable in any game. Something gets nerfed, people stop using it. But I really like it. I really like just having to have a 4th boost. Gives you more speed to get more rings. So why did I slow down so much right there? Are you kidding me? And I've streamed before the game that inspired this, pretty much, Sonic Riders. But mechanically, a really big issue with this game is just the physics. Like there are so many times where the visible walls where you don't some places have invisible walls, which is nice. So then you're able to just do tricks and not worry about falling off the map randomly. But some of them don't. So it's like you kind of just have to memorize it on your own, which places have invisible walls. Like this one right here, I said invisible wall. I won't fall from that there. But like, it's just very consistent. You just need to know, I guess. Physics are the biggest issue. Because you just, the game will you'll just crash into walls out of nowhere. It's really annoying. There's some text that the invisible wall can be exploited with. Maybe. But I mean, hitting walls, it makes you lose rings. In this game, I think Mario Kart does it too. Like, rings and coins will increase your speed, and if you're constantly hitting a wall, people are going to be cutting corners. Cutting corners is in any racing, in track and field, in any racing game, in race cars in general, you want to be on the inner ring, because that's where you cut the most distance. So if you're hitting walls, it slows you down, but there's definitely more skill here but the skill has dropped a little bit since items are still really strong. Like these two are what people are using now. These were added recently. So it's just like when you have rings, you get faster and you have better stats. So it's just fundamentally the most important, the worst part about this game is just the physics. Like I have so many people have clips of them just clipping on walls and getting like soft locked in like, you know, it's just all the item stuff is secondary to, like, you should lose because you're not playing well, not because the game doesn't like what you do, you know. That you want to be in the inner corner as much as you can, because that'll make you as fast as possible. I feel like people hold on to the bombs way longer. Like, am I missing something? How long can you hold on to those things? He's been holding for like... I thought they explode on their own. But generally, the way this game works, if you're not familiar, is, you know, standard racing game, but like 3 laps. But the second lap, there's like a ring that appears, and it basically warps you to a different map. I guess it's good for keeping the game fresh, for sure. And it helps when you're playing a map you don't like, you get to play something else. Yeah, that's how it's Switch 2 exclusive, which is, I think it's good for, like, they can really start focusing on making the game as polished as possible. There's a lot of speculation about, like, Pokemon games usually come out in the winter time for holiday. So it's like, is this game gonna come out in holiday 2027? Because that's literally like 2 years away, bro. Like it's been the biggest gap between generations ever. Because I mean, you would think it's maybe like January or February of 2027, which is in 1 year. But like, I don't know. The games they usually come out in holiday, so. But honestly, the biggest thing I'm always into with Pokemon games is the mechanics. Like there's a new simulator that they're releasing to be their main hub for battling everywhere. Pokemon Champions, and like that's where we're gonna be able to see a lot of stuff tested that might be brought into the new games. So and that comes out on the 8th, April 8th. So that's kind of almost like a sneak peek into the next generation, because they're gonna be using that Pokemon Champions hub for everything. I am still bummed out that we didn't get a Pokemon Legends game for Black and White Gen 5. Like, I mean, at this point, it's definitely very far away for Generation 5 to get anything, I think, right? 'Cause, I mean, they skipped Gen 5 and went to 6 for Legends Zygarde, ZA. So that's my favorite generation. So yeah, remakes is like what you would think, but I wonder. I mean, obviously, like, I mean, they know that was like the worst selling generation, which is like, I understand why they skipped it. So it's like, if they're not proud of those games, like, I mean, will they remake just the first one or the second one too? Like, you know, it brings up so many questions, which makes me understand why they skipped it. But at the same time, like, you can't just avoid it forever. What else they do? They might. Who knows? I really doubt that they're gonna release something related to Gen 5. I love getting hit by items. To move right into Gen 5 in between the next game. And that's what they did in the last generation. They released Pokemon Arceus in 2022 in like January, and then they released the next generation in the holiday of that year. Which it's possible, but I really doubt it, because they just released Legends ZA, and that game was a big deal because they brought back Megas. That's a big deal for bronze games. Did you get Pokemon 1 and 2? That'd be a good idea. Would you rather see remakes versus oh, it's the last lap. I'm feeding. Remakes versus a Legends game? So, I mean, I've talked about how I wanted to see like a third game, but realistically, with how much they don't like that generation, there's no way they're going to slap on a number 3 and try to sell it. Just calling it a Legends game will make it sell more, probably. But really, not a lot of stuff coming out this year. At least nothing I'm aware of yet. GTA? Last year kind of surprised me, because I mean, I had a lot of stuff I was looking forward to in 2024. And 25 was more so just, oh, that game's coming out? I'll buy it. I'll play it. Like, I mean, I've got Metroid Prime 4. Which I need to play through, but it's a pretty slow game. But it's a good time to just get through your backlogs. That's what I've been doing. Being lazy to be some test of water, so to speak. Legends game based off of Black and White. they've got a pretty good. They have a lot of good data for the first two Legends games. Like the first one was very focused on catching, which is something that they should definitely add in the next generation because the catching in Legends Arceus was amazing. That experience was very special, and then in ZA it was more focused on battling. So like, they really need to iterate and add both of those in the next game, and just improve them because like, there's definitely a lot of good potential there. And this is this year is the 30th? I don't remember if it was the 30th or 35th, but one of them. And oh my god. I just remember the presentation being not that crazy. Like, it felt like a very normal presentation, which is okay, but like, to celebrate a big milestone such as this, it seemed like they should have done more. And I'm not really one to have high expectations, but like, you gotta celebrate, you know? What? What did I get hit by? I mean, one thing that's definitely that would never get old for me in this game is just getting to max rings and then just boosting constantly. It's very, very fun. That's not good. I need those items. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my god. This just took me from like 6th to 10th place. Yeah, Bikini Bottom. Yeah, it's this game. I guess one of the biggest things they were aiming for is just having a bunch of characters. It honestly feels like Smash Kart, like, you know, Smash Bros, but it's like for kart racers. Like, they have obviously Sonic Cast, but then they have a bunch of like Sega characters, like Knights, Joker, Yakuza characters, Hatsune Miku. I mean, it's cool. Like Mega Man and Proto Man, they should just release this weekend. And they got their own stage for it too. Some of them get their own stage, like SpongeBob and Patrick have their own stage, like I just played on. Yeah. I mean, it's cool, but like apparently Sega is like doing bad financially, which sucks. But like, they kind of did it to themselves. Like, apparently I don't know if you heard apparently when they bought like Rovio, the Angry Birds people, it's like really hurting them. And I mean, as someone who consumes a lot of their games, like Sonic, Atlas, Persona, SMT, all that stuff, and so I mean, like 2024 was a really, really good year for them. You know, they released Metaphor, and they released this game, SMT, which is like my favorite thing to play on PS5. But like I feel like since then, because this game came out in like September last year, I feel like since then they think like okay, I will say they're supporting this game very well, which is good. But like I feel like they think that making collaborations with like other IPs like Minecraft and stuff is like enough to make people stay with the franchise. It's something that people are like, oh, that's cool. That character's in that game. That's cool. But I don't think it's something that's not enough to make people want to stay with your brand. Like someone that's not gonna turn them into someone like me who consumes a good amount of what they have, right? Which is like they need to focus on sustaining their fan base. Like they're not voiced. Like, you know, most of them don't have voice. Like Hatsune Miku, she does have a voice. She's probably the only like extra character that has a voice. Most of the other ones they just have sound effects from their games. But all the normal second characters do. Like the main characters, you know, Sonic, Shadow, and then they do have they're fully voiced normally. Sometimes they even talk to each other, which is really cool. But yeah, I think it's just like they're taking the shortcut versus actually putting passion into the game, which is like what Sega's supposed to be about, you know. Sega's supposed to all be about style, and you can't. That's not something you can fake, and just doing collaborations and thinking that's enough to get people to play your games not gonna fly. The average person is not like me. Or the average consumer of Sega stuff is not like me. Yeah, collabs can only do so much. So, I mean, they made some really bad decisions last year. Like, this game, when it released, there was no Switch 2 version on release, which was like terrible because when they ended up releasing it maybe 2 months later, but like that's a really big deal. People want to buy your game on release so that they don't have to worry about it later. But it came out like 2 months later, which was unfortunate because this was like their big game last year. And then Persona 3 Reload, that game came to Switch 2, which was okay, but they really should have made this game because this was their big game for 2024. That game is not on Switch, and it needs a Switch 2 version. I mean, it's not Switch at all. It would only come out on Switch 2 most likely. So that's another thing that they need to do. And apparently they want to remaster this game, or not remaster, but like make a new version, Frontiers, which came out 2022. So like the fact that they're touching this game again, which they already touched a good amount over the years, shows that they're trying something. They're trying to do something to get back on their feet. So I just hope that they know what they're doing. This is my favorite map. Because it's not. There are like pretty much no ways to follow up the map. You can just like boost. You can just drift forever. It's a simple map. There's no flying or anything, any annoying stuff. This stage is from Sonic Frontiers. That game, Frontiers, is like Sega's baby for the past like 4 years. Why am I slowing down? It's so annoying when I just start slowing down for no reason. My guy is so ahead of everyone. So I got like no boosting items, so I couldn't do anything. And also, I also got hit. It's kind of hard to plan out when I should stream because I don't even know what games are supposed to be coming out. You know, like last year, I had a very clear idea of what I would stream. It's mostly just games I'm not into. I don't know, it might be a year where I just stream what I'm playing in general, which is mostly like RPGs, but those games I enjoy more when I'm just chilling. Like, this map is so annoying. Like, honestly, it looks beautiful, but like it has so many. There's way too many flying zones. Like, that's one, and then there's another one right here, like right after. For more games nowadays. Yeah. I think part of it is just like, because like content creators, they're the ones who hop on new games, because like that's what you do. You kind of have to hop on a new game, never know when it's gonna blow up, and it might be really lucrative for you, you know? Like, for people like us, we're not content creators. We usually just play what we want. So, but I mean, there are people like us who aren't content creators, but they do spend all their money on new games. It's like not being sure if they actually, oh my god, if they actually will like the game. Yeah, like the flying sections are just like if you don't land in the right area, you just fall from that. Oh snap. Whoa, I've never done that before. This is giving me a shortcut. Alright, I might be able to win this. Oh, never mind. Nope. Nope. Because, you see that? You see that? You see how I hit the wall and I just get launched? Like if you do something this game doesn't like, that you just start flying around. Like, I mean, the original game, it's called Sonic Riders. It came out in 2006, 20 years ago, and like that game had it all figured out. It truly felt like Sonic's take on Mario Kart. Like there weren't items all the time for you to just like it didn't feel like a party game. It felt like an actual. It's akin to like Melee, you know, where it's like old school kind of. I guess kind of like Kirby Air Riders, where it's like it's definitely a technical game, and it's not user friendly. It's not beginner friendly, which is like the reviews for it are not very good. It's like it's usually like 6 out of 10 or 5 out of 10 or whatever, but the people who are nerds for this game really, I think would really like it because it's a very technical game. And instead of having items to attack people, your character can just boost whenever, and then that boost is your attack. So attacking is entirely based on whether or not you can actually catch up to people. So it's a very, very skill oriented game. You know, like in this game, if you touch the grass, that you slow down so much, like you will literally just lose your place. But in that game, like you touch the grass, it slows you down a little bit, but it's not enough to just take you out of the game. Like in this game, you get hit by grass, you're done. Like in Mario Kart, you have to use like boost items. Like in this game, the mushroom in Mario Kart is the second item I have there. It's like a wisp. That thing is basically the boost. And you need one of those. Or you need speed items in general to the blue items to go over the grass. I think it's a fun game. I think it's becoming a little bit less. Yeah, I mean that like there's a mechanic in the game that lets you that like forces it's called Frenzy, where it basically just does a random effect in the second lap. And this one, it gives everybody a boost item. But the annoying part is that when it gives you that boost item, it takes away one item that you might be holding already, which is like very annoying. Because like holding on to items is how you win, you know. A big part of this game is just who can hold on to their best items for the last stretch. Because there are a lot of things in the game that will make you drop items. Well, not a lot, but like when it happens, it literally messes up everything. Yeah, like right there, I wasn't able to get an item because this thing lasts forever. Like the items I have right now are like the perfect items for when you're in first place. You need those. Oh my god, no! They knocked me off. Yeah. Getting bumped by people does not happen that often, but when it does, it's really annoying. Did you see that? You see that? You see that? The computer was stuck on the. Oh my god, this game, bro! It's the most glaring issue of this game is just the physics. Just getting like there's one map, the Pac-Man map, that is just walls everywhere. And I mean, it doesn't sound that crazy, but it's just like if you run into a wall, you would think that you would just like bounce off of it and keep going forward. No, like you will keep ramming into the wall, and you'll just get everyone will just pass by you. It's awful. And if they can fix the physics of this game, that's the biggest thing. If they do that, then we're never really talking, because all the other stuff is secondary. The gadgets, all these are very, very fun and very nice. I think what they have here is very good. Like, it's definitely a successful party game, but like it also has a good fundamental base for being a competitive game. Like competitive in the sense of like just having a rank system. Yeah, this map is also there's a lot of. It has no invisible walls, meaning that pretty much everywhere you just randomly fall off the map. And if you're in a good spot, like like 6th to like 1st place, and you follow the map, you're done. I mean, you can definitely catch up, but yeah. So there's another frenzy here. And this one just lets your boost charge up instantly. And I mean, part of it is definitely skill. Part of it is definitely just you need to do not fight the game's physics. You need to play in a way that do not hit walls. You have to cut corners, don't hit walls. You have to actually play the game. If you play against the game, you just get bounced around. And it's nice that they add new gadgets gradually with updates. Like now, there's an item that you can just create your own item. Like you have 40 rings, you can just buy one. Which I'm honestly not that familiar with Mario Kart, but I don't think they let you can do that. Is the game of I think so. They're treating it right. Like they've done Sonic racing games in the past where they kind of just leave it alone. But this is one where like this was their big game. I'm gonna show you this map is my least favorite. It has so many walls, but they like pretty much all these characters that are these collab characters are free. You know, there was no. I think the only thing that you paid for extra was I forget. It's like some music or something. But like all these characters they're free. You can just download them. So like they've been releasing new characters like. What is it? February had 2 characters that dropped, 2 or 3, and then yeah, they're doing a good job of supporting it, but it at the same time makes me worried that like, are they really getting back what they're putting in? Because they're doing a lot for this game to keep it alive. You know, they're doing like festivals, like their events, whenever the characters release to like celebrate them, and I guess you go back. That's what gets me back to play, just because you get like titles and stuff. Like there's definitely a good community here. Because I mean, apparently, like Mario Kart World, that game they didn't release like anything ever since it came out when the Switch 2 launched. I mean, I guess they're really trying to compete, maybe? I don't know if compete's the right word, but they're definitely putting in the effort to support this game, which is definitely a good thing, but I fear that they're not getting it back. All this extra stuff is free. Like I was saying earlier, collabs are not what you do to get people to stick with you. You need your customers to stay with you, not just stay for the season, you know? Ideally they stay forever, but if they're only here for a little bit, then only so much you can do. Like right here, see all these walls? You touch one of them, you're just bouncing against that wall forever. Well, not forever, but and then in here, it's just walls. Just straight walls. You can get, if you get stuck on a wall, then you're just stuck there. And it's hard to tell where you should actually need to go. I mean, there's arrows, obviously, but as in long lifespan, that was pretty close to getting it first. I think so. They've been doing updates like every some months get 2 of them. Usually just 1, I think. Ever since September. Like you know, all these characters that have the clock by them are soon to be released. Like these guys just released this weekend, and there's still two slots there on the bottom. So, are those 2 going to be the last ones, or are they going to just keep going? So, like the effort's there, and I mean, I think that definitely is a big deal. Customization's pretty good. Like I'm not really a customization person. Like look at this guy, he has 5 guys on his cart. get to see what everyone's using. I do wish these menus like lasted a little bit longer because I actually do want to see what people are using. And on top of that, like, I mean, just in general, Sega they need to lock in on the next big games for their franchises, like Sonic and Persona. Like it's been. I'm pretty sure Persona 5 came out in 2015 originally, which was 11 years ago. That game has seen 3 different console lives. It's seen PS3, PS4, and PS5. And they've done literally almost everything in their franchise. They've touched like every one of their games except the next Persona game. So, I mean, you don't necessarily need to know about the series or not, but it's just. In any company, you gotta take care of your biggest franchises. They haven't even announced it yet. You know, it's like, what are they doing? Just an announcement is huge. It'll get people talking about your game, get more fans invested. Get people investing. I mean, I don't know how investments work in the gaming industry. Like, you need to announce your game before investors can invest in it. These are pretty good items for the spot I'm in right now. But the big thing is just you need to click and I just found the map. You need to play cleanly, not like what I just did, and also like hold on your items. So wait for about 2 minutes, but hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, brother. You know, about that, I feel like maybe people don't. Oh, I don't know if it's just Overwatch, but like, are game developers reluctant to put number 2 on their games? So I think I'm pretty sure they took off the Overwatch 2 name, like the number. But I mean, that's just a marketing thing in general. You know, people are gonna experience the first iteration of something more than the second. But if you just call the second one something else entirely, it's gonna be 10 years, yeah, man. Unfortunately, I feel like a lot of games are suffering that fate. Games similar to Battleborn, where they're just they're games that are like, I'm pretty sure live service is what you would call them, where they're just they're at least expecting to be as big as like Fortnite and whatnot, and they just don't survive. Was it early 2017 when we met? Yeah, man. I don't remember. I don't think I started playing in 2016. I'm pretty sure it was definitely 2017 when I first started playing. So I'm pretty sure we started playing around that time. Yeah, time's been flying. It's been, yeah. I mean, half of that is Battleborn was offline, right? Because 5 years ago was when it went offline. Crazy to think it's been 5 years, but wow. This is the Minecraft map. Honestly, at first I didn't like this map, but it's not bad, honestly. I've warmed up to it. This part here is kind of annoying because there's it's very easy to fall off here. I'm in a good spot here. I have really good items right now. Oh my, yep, I'm still far off the map, yep, okay, and now I'm in 12. Hell yeah. I think what happened was, let me see. I think it started when I got hit. So I got hit by someone with the tornado. I got hit right here, and everyone just passed me. I am like barely getting maps I actually like. But I mean, I do want to talk about one other thing. Is earlier this month there was a something they do like ranked competitions. Like I'm playing normal ranked right now. Well, it's not really ranked, but it's pretty much what ranked is. Like there are no events going on. It's just you go online and this is what you have. Everyone gets a rank. You get points and whatnot. But they have actual competitions where it's like they have this, and then they also have the competition for the sweats to play in. And when they do that, they usually have some special rule or something. When I played last time, they had a rule where everyone who gets hit by an item, you recover way faster, and it was literally so amazing. Like getting hit by an item didn't mean that you just immediately lost your place. Like, you can recover and actually like get back in the race, you know. But that was only that for that one event, which lasted like it was like 1 week. I got a bunch of games on it, but it's the actual item that you can use in the game that is the equivalent to that is like very expensive, and I just gotta buy it. No way, this person had a monster truck in 4th place. That's literally the most obnoxious item in this game. And you hear that? Oh my god. This map has a special thing where like you go on that road. You get like I'm pretty sure it's a good shortcut. Yep. You just see it, this monster truck. Yeah, that competition really spoiled me because like it felt like like the game was not about items, where it felt like it actually was about skill and using your items properly, you know, cutting corners, using speed items correctly, defensive, all that stuff. People who fundamentally understand the game would do well. But now it's just items, get hit by monster truck. I'll play like 1 or 2 more. Yeah, that middle stage is like the main stage of the game. I used to play Shadow a lot, but I've kind of been playing Miku because I play like the boost machines, the airboards, and she's like, there's only 2 characters in the game that are made for those. It's her and then this character, and that's kind of my playstyle, so I kind of want to use her. Like this stage doesn't feel like there's anything special going on. Like there's no. There's too much flying section. The flying sections aren't. His flying sections are very uninteractive. You kind of just. They're flat. The both sections are not. Are definitely a little bit better, but they're way less common. Triple boost in this section, this part is pretty good. Like right here, if I can like play cleanly and reach first place, I'll probably be able to win. But like, you just have to play clean, not lose your items, not get hit like that. You know. Another big part of playing well and just being able to keep your items is getting lucky. Like sometimes everyone might get hit by the slime item, which makes everyone drop their items. And if you can like avoid it, then that can put you ahead of everyone. Stuff like that is like skill. You know, like people are but it's like nerfing the charge is like, it's okay. I mean, I get it was very strong, but like I don't know, items are just very annoying. This is the Mega Man map.
Greetings.
The Five Guys died. I definitely enjoy seeing everyone's name at the start and end of the game because they're pretty funny a lot of the times. But it makes me wonder what it would be like if all this content, like the extra stages, were actually paid for, you know? Like one of the things they have in this stage is they give everyone like a Mega Man gun or whatever, I don't know what it's called. And like you can like shoot the enemies in the stage. And you can also shoot like players too. But fundamentally it's cool, but like everyone's tired of attack items. see, like right here, I have really good items here, and I just have to play cleanly, not get hit, and I'll probably be able to end up in a higher. Because everyone's kind of close right now, so I need to make sure my items don't drop. Because monster truck, that second item I have, you're not supposed to have that item in like first place. You're not supposed to get it in like fifth and above. It's very strong. And I fell off the map. Yep, and see that now I'm in 12th place. Because another thing about this map is that if you fall off, this is the worst map in the game for falling off. Because if you do, they do the Mega Man like dying thing where you like split into like flashes, and then it takes literally like 2 extra seconds to respawn you back out to the field. So you just it's 2 seconds of you just doing nothing. While everyone else is getting ahead of you. And again, I have to play clean, but like very annoying. These two maps are pretty similar. I also like them a lot. I have not played on this one at all today. I'm fine with the other one at least. Oh, have you been watching any anime or anything, Coda? Last year, 2025 was I enjoyed a lot of anime that came out. I haven't watched anything in a good while. Yeah. I think we're at a point where anime adaptations are becoming much more common. So. I mean, I'm a little worried because, like, I feel like I read manga a lot too, and like, I feel like a lot of the new series are kind of doing a thing where it's like low effort and like cheap, you know, like it's like shock value versus actually being a story that, or I mean, being a story that is like engaging, and gets you to think about stuff. So not all like that, but there's gonna be a new like boom for stuff, because a lot of like animes and mangas that have been popular in the past like 5 years have been ending. So there's gonna be a new boom. Yeah, I'm doing that too. I'm kind of focusing on the shows that I've like missed out on. Like, I mean, I haven't read Full Metal Alchemist, but I never watched it. So that's what I'm on right now. I never actually watched it. Yeah, it's definitely very good. Backers Samurai Roll 5. Oh, the original one. Yeah, I think one day I'll watch the original. The original is insane. Like, what about it? You can. I think I remember hearing that it was like darker, maybe. I vaguely remember hearing that. I've read it, so I know like everything that happens. It's chaotic. Better President Store. Right here, bro. Radical Highway is also another map that's just. I haven't played it all today. It's just a clean map that has like there's no areas to fall off. It's just there's walls everywhere. You know, it's just a straight path. You know. If we get this map, I'll kind of be the last one. It's a really good map.
Let's go.
Oh my god! Give me the one of the best maps versus the worst map. Oh yeah. Like this map, visually it looks very good, but mechanically it feels terrible. It feels very bad to play on this map. I love getting stuck on walls. Actually, if I had like was able to stream on my 3DS, I totally would, because I'm playing a lot of stuff on there. But again, it's mostly just RPGs that I usually enjoy playing just to relax to. Stop using the spin, bro. Yes, I love falling off the map. Oh my god, getting hit by other people. Honestly, I never used that path before. Yeah, let me try this pack. I've never tried it before. Okay, yeah, so you definitely need a boost item probably. That's one funny thing they have is they have the horn from SpongeBob, but you can like use horns in the game. But I don't know if you can actually see them in the game like, against other people, but when you're racing. I think it's a good place to end. Well, not really, but you get it. Definitely. I mean, with the updates, I like generally. I guess it's just the game is more casual. I guess it's more of an emphasis on you really need to rely more on your defensive items. Not relying on boost. Yeah, it was good chatting again, Coda. If there were more clear games I knew I definitely wanted to stream, I know I would. I'd bring them up and like definitely have a schedule for them. But
I'm not 100%, not super clear on what I should be looking out for this year. Because sometimes games just drop. You know, like Silk Song last year. They announced it like 2-3 weeks before that I was coming out. Like, oh wow, I have to stream this. So I mean, if those pop up, then yeah, I'll definitely stream them. But I'm not seeing too much, which is okay. More time to just clear up the backlog and relax. But yeah, peace out. I'll be back again whenever new hot games come out that I want to stream. Damn, I'm trying to get my emails. Yeah. Yep. Peace out. Take care.